You're watching Virginia This Morning. This segment is sponsored by Children's Miracle Network and Anthem Lemonade.
Well, area restaurants are supporting the fight against childhood cancer, developing unique lemon-inspired dishes for you to enjoy. Owner and restaurateur of Lunch and Supper, Rick Lyons, joins us this morning, introducing us to his lemon zest crab cake with a roasted garlic citrus aioli. This sounds delicious, Rick. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely, no problem.
This is a lot of fun. Lunch and supper, and lunch does supper, and supper does lunch and supper. You got every base covered.
And brunch. So
and
we're
brunch.
all in there.
Okay, good. A lot of great excuses to come enjoy some delicious food.
Absolutely.
We've already got something started in here. Take us through the steps, would you?
Sure. Absolutely. Crab cakes are something that we sell a lot of, but there's a very particular way that we make them,
okay.
Which I think is the way it should be made.
All right.
First, you have all your ingredients. We have wet and dry ingredients is what we like to call them. The key that we like to think is that you have to put all the wet ingredients and all the dry ingredients together and mix those up before you get to your crab, because once you get to your crab, it's going to disintegrate rapidly. The more you mix it, the less you're going to have of it.
So that it really is the last thing to put in.
It's the last thing to put in. So you have your wet in here. This is our dry mix. This is our Japanese breadcrumb panko mix. We like to mix all that together.
And Rick has been gracious enough to share this recipe with us. We'll have it posted on the website later.
Absolutely.
For you to try. But just like baking, Rick, you know, you mix your wet, you mix your dry, then you make the magic happen.
Yes.
But you got to preserve that crab.
Yes, absolutely. So here we use half jumbo lump crab, which is the larger size, and then we use half back fin or lump crab.
Okay.
Which gives us a little more bulk in our crab cake. When people talk about filler, they're asking you if you're using jumbo lump crab, because that's what really crab cakes should be made of. So you have to work all the mix in, but like I said, once you think it's there, you need to stop, because the more you mix, the less crab you're going to have.
Okay.
So.
Because you want to, if you're going to bother putting that jumbo lump in there, you don't want it all broken up.
No, you don't.
You want to be able to say, oh, I got jumbo lump in there.
That's exactly right. Especially if you're a restaurant and you're advertising it, people want to see it. They want to know.
Proof is in the crab cake.
Absolutely. So you get to a point in the consistency where you're decent, you have a little moist. There's your eggs holding that all together. So you're pretty much ready to go at this point. I mean, you're pretty much done as far as mixing.
It's hands off.
Hands off, that's it.
Except for shaping them.
I'm sorry.
It's like a crab storm over here. I got a little sneak preview.
So.
Okay, so you already had some going for the sizzle.
Here we already had some in.
Okay.
So we've been working these for a little while.
And this doesn't, how long do they take to cook?
Crab cakes, you know, it's always different when you're from commercial to residential is always a big difference. We run our ovens at 400 degrees, 400 plus. So from start to finish, from pan searing to oven, it's going to take us about 10 minutes to get a crab cake.
Okay.
Because you have to cook it all the way through. It's important to get the egg cooked. You have raw material in there, you want all that to be done. So it's going to take you at least 15, 20 minutes to get these out of a residential oven. Is
this a good strategy to take with the lid on? Because I always end up, I mean, you can't just saute these like with the lid off?
You can, but like I said, you're going to have an oven. So here we've created kind of a little oven of our own with our circumstances. So this lid is creating the oven that I would normally turn and put into my commercial oven. I'm using this lid pretty much as the oven. So.
You're so kind. Our pretend kitchen is what he's saying in our circumstances here.
It's working just fine.
You're making it happen.
So we're pretty much at the point where these should be pretty much done at this point. So
the lemon flavor for being part of the the Anthem Lemonade Challenge.
The lemon zest of the crab cakes is going to come from me zesting on top of the crab cake. I don't put lemon into the crab cake mix itself.
Okay.
So right now these are firm. They're coming out. They're nice. You have nice texture on them.
They smell delicious.
So these are pretty much finished. They have the little sponge to them, which means they're not overcooked.
Okay.
They're just right there. We like to garnish. We're big garnishers over there at Lunch and Supper, so we have some microgreens here.
Okay.
This is our roasted garlic citrus aioli.
Okay.
Which I believe you're going to put the recipe on the website. So this is pretty much what's going to bring all that out.
And this an aioli is kind of a traditional little
traditional mayonnaise-based sauce is what an aioli is.
So you shared that recipe with us, and that's great.
Oops.
You guys have a lot of fun over there. I can tell. Oh, that looks beautiful.
So, now this is where the zest part comes in.
Okay.
This is a typical lemon zester.
A fancy dancy lemon
Super
zester.
easy to use.
Can I try the other one?
Yep,
And give me a job.
absolutely.
Okay. I warned Rick already that I have a little bit of a tendency to go bananas with the microplaner, but well, now I can't even do it.
She's doing good. You're doing
Okay.
good.
I
There
better
you
not
go.
quit my day job. I don't think you need me in the kitchen. I'll serve as taste tester. How's
Perfect.
that?
That's perfect.
So these are available, let me see if I can get this right, at lunch and supper for both lunch and supper and brunch, maybe.
Maybe.
Just get over there. Enjoy some crab cakes.
Absolutely.
Because they're delicious. And we have 15 seconds left. Rick, you have a special sweet treat at the end, too, don't
We do.
you?
We have some Arnold Palmer lemon sorbet that
Okay.
we'll be making also for the weekend.
Très magnifique.
Absolutely.
I love it. Brand new patio space to enjoy.
Absolutely. That's coming up this week. Probably
Okay.
by the end of the week, I hope to have the patio open and going.
Yay, Rick, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely,
These
my
look
pleasure.
delicious. Thanks for participating with the challenge.
Thank
too.
you.
Check out the full list of participating restaurants. Visit WTVR.com and search Anthem Lemonade Challenge. The challenge runs from July 17th through the 19th. You'll find lunch and supper just down the street from our studio, 1213 Summit Avenue. Lucky us. You can learn more at lunchorsupper.com.